Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you a tarot card reading, so your name and info will be confidential. I will only go over what the cards have to say. So, by the way, happy Halloween. I have my pumpkin there just to make it feel like the fall energy is here. So I'm going to use only the major arcana cards, which are focused on really major life events or anything big, like big learning experiences that you need to go through right now in your life. And then I have the Angel Tarot that also is considered a tarot deck, but it has more detailed written information, and it uses the elements, which I love. So I'll show you those cards. So I was sick for a while, but now I'm back and I have better quality of camera now, so it's great. And I'm gonna start a YouTube channel soon, hopefully, and I know you like YouTube, so maybe you can spread the word on that. So I'm gonna start actively doing those things. And yeah, so let's start your reading by clearing out the energy first. I have your name in my head, and we're going to use the bells here to clear out the energy. Alright, we ask the universe now to reveal to what he needs to know in this present time. We ask that the information that comes through that it comes through God's higher purpose, God's higher intention. Anything of negative vibration or negative energy is not welcomed in this reading, as we ask to receive information from God's higher purpose, God's higher intention. Thank you. Again, we ask that the information that comes through for Bryce may come through God's higher intention. Alright. Alright, so I'm pulling up your email here, even though you had no questions, just so I could read your vibration really quickly. Alright. I don't necessarily have any particular questions. I would just like a tarot card reading to see how things are going, whatever the spirit guides have to say. Alright, great. So this is general and open. So let's start shuffling these cards here. I'm going to use these cards for... I'm going to do a Celtic cross, and then I'm going to use 4 other cards in the end, kind of for extra things you should know, extra things that are coming your way. But this will be the main focus here on what spiritually you need to focus on. I feel like there's this energy coming through for you, Bryce, where I feel like something's holding you back, or lately maybe you've been questioning things or not sure on certain things, like you wanted certain things and now maybe you're not sure now, or you're like, is this really what I should be doing, or should I really be going this route? There's this questioning that I'm picking up, or this, I don't know if it's a reassurance just to make sure, like, or I feel like an uncertainty that's coming from you that I'm picking up right now. But let's see here what the cards have to say. I'm feeling like your guides also want you to know that there's never a right or wrong thing, in your life. There's no such thing as right or wrong. It's what you feel that you're comfortable with, or comfortable with what you want in your path. There's no right or wrong, so your guides are kind of saying it's not like whatever path you choose, that's the right path, there's no such thing as that, and I think that's what they really want you to know right now. Okay, you got very, very beautiful cards here. I'll show them to you afterwards. I'll do like a full view of it, and let's pull out at least 4 angel cards here. Nope, you got it, throw them here. worked with this angel deck in a while. I miss working with the angels. And it's such a pretty deck. Alright. So I'm just going to go over here. Alright, so spiritually I feel there's this, I don't know if it's pressure or this feeling where you're feeling like people are counting on you to do something or accomplish something or to make something happen. And I feel like you are very sensitive to the energies around you and to, maybe it's your family or friends, whatever it is, but there's this empath feeling coming from you where you want to make people around you happy, or you feel that energy of where you know that they're wanting the best for you, and it's hard for you to maybe, I don't know if it's make everyone around you happy or make others happy or make others happy with seeing you in that way or that version or whatever it is. But there's this need where your guides are saying you don't need to make everyone happy. You know, if you feel like you can't, or you feel like it's hard for you to fulfill everybody's needs or wants from you, then don't do it, you know. You do your best. Don't let that pressure, or I don't know if it's pressure or just that feeling of wanting just to make everybody happy around you with what you're doing or with the path you're taking, you know. There's no need to have that pressure or make yourself feel like you need to do that constantly. Hold on one second. Sorry, I was hearing them come out of the room. I do have, so the Wheel of Fortune for me, there's that feeling of feeling like you have weights on your shoulders, or feeling like you have these obligations or this need to do something, when technically all that we need to do in this life is just live and do what, you know, and do what makes us happy, even if it takes time or whatnot. But it's this need of feeling like you're obligated to do things a certain way, you know. Be who you are, you know, be yourself. You don't need to change yourself for people or change the way you are for people because you feel like that they'll be happy if you're that way or if you do that, you know. You be you. And I think that's the main message from your guides. Always follow your inner truth. The World card comes in, the Wheel of Fortune. So for me that means there's something that's coming to a close in your life, or some realization is going to be coming soon within the end of this year. So I'm thinking in January, by the end of January, something you're going to realize, like something major, you're going to come to that conclusion or that final closing of maybe a chapter in your life, or maybe you're going to transition into something, or it's going to be a new chapter, or you're going to have a new realization. But there's definitely something that's going to hit you in January, emotionally or spiritually. Judgment. So there's this, it's still the patience, you know, the patience of not being hard on yourself, not beating yourself up, because like I said, you're either not making everyone around you happy, or that you're not being at that full potential that you're wanting to be just yet, and that is okay. All right, that is okay. I'm feeling the Sun card comes in. So for me, that's just, there's positive energy around you. You have really good beings and spirits working with you. You know, it's just don't allow that that voice in the back of your head that makes you think otherwise stop you from being who you are. I think it's because, you know, sometimes when we care and love people so much, we want to be a certain version for them, and sometimes it's hard to keep up with that. So in the end, you only could be yourself. That's the main message I'm bringing for you, you know, follow your inner truth. I do see the Death card here. So again, this focuses on transition. There's something that's going to be coming to a closing with you, I would say by January. So how many months is that? Yeah, in a couple of months. But if anything, there is definitely, I would say January, February, but there is definitely a closing, like a transition, like a chapter that's going to be coming in your life. You're going to go into like the next page. Something's going to be flipping over. So pay attention to that. I do see here Three of Fire, which focuses on career. Page of Fire. We see here abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Again, there's something about patience. Make long-term plans. News of an exciting new endeavor. I'm sorry, I can't say the word. Use your originality and genuinely. I can't even pronounce these words. Next card is ego, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative, fear-based thoughts, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. So there is this negative fear-based thing that kind of holds you back from thinking that will I ever get to this point? Will I ever be where I want to be? But then you have these other cards here which focuses on career, and saying, hey, hang in there. Even though this is taking time, even though this feels like really nothing's happening or feels like things are stagnant or delayed, really still make those long-term plans like you've been wanting. Still create plans. There's nothing wrong with creating plans and planning, you know, as it seems like there is, like I said, a transition that's going to be taking place for you that I feel like will allow you then to really spread your wings and feel like you can be free. But again, I feel like the main message from your guides is don't feel like you have this obligation to fulfill, you know. I think once you realize your real self or that inner truth that you have, there will be no more need to feel like you have to make everyone around you happy or comfortable. Because I feel like you're like that. I feel like you care a lot about people around you, and it's hard for you to really be selfish with yourself because you care and love so many people around you, and I feel like it's an empath thing. I don't know if there's something with like a move or like maybe like going somewhere or staying somewhere temporary. I don't know if that's the transition that's being told here, but I do feel like there is this feeling of moving or transition for you. Maybe you're going to live somewhere temporary just to feel that feeling. And then, but keep that in mind. I feel like there's like a move or maybe a stay, that you're going to stay somewhere for a little bit. Maybe you'll move back to where you are after, but there's this feeling where you're going to be somewhere else. The World card can mean traveling as well. Could be traveling somewhere across the waters, or just traveling maybe somewhere else, maybe traveling. So keep that in mind as well. But definitely, it's like your guides are saying things are in the making, things are in the right place. All you have to do is just be present, and don't allow those fear-based, ego, negative, false entrapments make you think otherwise, because you're on the right track. So keep that in mind, everything that I said. So let's pull out a couple more cards here. Anything else that Bryce needs to know? And then I'll just show you from a bird. Anything Bryce needs to know. Again, something with patience. Again, something with fear. Just that feeling that something holds you back. And that fear holds you back, but have patience. Again, like you're on the right track. It's like it may feel delayed, may feel stagnant, it may feel a little uncertainty or confusion right now, but that's okay. I feel like your guides are also saying, like, just because you're feeling like that, don't make yourself think then you have to do something else. Like, don't doubt yourself in that process, okay? But don't feel that need either where you lose yourself and you have to be someone else to make others around you happy. Oh, you know, be yourself, follow your inner truth. You don't need to change yourself or change your ways to make others happy around you or whatever. You know, you don't need to change yourself completely to be this better version. You know, you could still be yourself and find other niches or other ways to get where you want to get, or get to the destination you want to get to, but still while being yourself. There's just that feeling coming through. I do feel that uncertainty. So either you've been feeling depressed lately, either you've been feeling a little like just disconnected from yourself or from the energy itself. But they're saying it's okay to feel like that. Just hang in there. Try not to allow yourself to get too deep into it, because then you really feel lost and confused. So they're just saying really hang in there, make these long-term plans. There is something, a big change coming for you within January, February. I don't know if it's a move. I don't know. I feel like it's a move, or it's like, I don't know if it's a move or like you're something with, there's a change or something where something's going to change, or a realization or something, but just keep that in mind. All right, again, this can be just some future prospects. Okay, my dear. I'm going to pull out one more angel card, and then I will end your reading there. Got the Two of Earth, which focuses on money, finances. There's just this need as well, like, you know, maybe there's too many things going on right now, or maybe it's hard to focus so much on what you want right now because of what's happening, or the stagnant, or the delay, or because of how you're feeling. But there's this feeling like, if that's the case, then don't take everything so seriously. You know, just take your time and really approach it in a more playful manner, and not take everything so seriously to the heart, because I think that's what affects you, like I said, because you're sensitive and you're an empath. So really just enjoy the moment, be present, and don't, whatever you're going through right now, don't take it so serious and personal, you know. I feel like it's just a phase, or it's just something you're going through right now, but it's all part of the process. That's kind of what I'm picking up here. So let me show you from here what it looks like. You see here. So that's what I'm picking up for you, my love. I hope that you have a really nice day, and I hope that brought some just guidance for you, because I feel like this stagnation, or this delay, or this feeling of nothing's happening right now, you know, really nothing, or nothing's really unfolding the way I want to, and I feel like I have this pressure. People are like, or everyone around me wants the best for me, and it's hard for me to get to that point. And then afterwards I get uncertain and unsure. So it's kind of saying like, don't let that throw you off, and stick to the same plans that you have and keep going, because I do see a transition, and I do see you're gonna get that big break. You're gonna get that opportunity where you're going to be able to finally go into the direction that you want to go into. All right, so lots of love from the heavens above, and I'm always here for you if you need guidance. And I send lots of love to your family, Bryce. I know I said your name, but I'm sure it's okay. Bye now.